Welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. My name is Michelle and I'm an intuitive astrologer, and today I'm gonna talk about love synastry. So for all you lovebirds, for all you people who are in a relationship or just want to know more about astrology, this video is for you, okay? If you're like, okay, I don't want to study this by myself, you can book a reading with me, with you and your partner or alone, and I can compare both of your charts and see how you can support one another, right? Because we want to see this from the highest perspective. How can I support the other person the best I can, right? So with love or relationship compatibility or synastry, we're looking at both the charts, and when we look at your own birth chart, the houses related to love and romance and commitment are the 5th house, right, ruled by Leo, and then we have the 7th house, which is ruled by Libra. And the 7th house is more of a long-term commitment. It's more related to contracts, right? And the 5th house is more about romance. But hey, it's all about what you're looking for. So there are different ways to see synastry according to what you would like, right? So if you want to be in a long-term marriage or relationship, you definitely want to look for connections between you and your partner with Saturn. So Saturn is the planet of hard work. You want to work hard for this relationship. So Saturn in a trine conjunction with Venus, amazing, right? If there's a square, there would be a little bit more tension, like you feel you probably need to work very hard to be loved in this relationship, but it could definitely work out, okay? Saturn really sticks and glues things together. So also Saturn with, for example, Juno, because Juno is it's not really the person you think you want, it's the person your soul craves. Your soul craves this person, right? So if we look at the birth chart, Venus for men represents their ideal woman, and Mars is their ideal man. But if we look at husband and wife, husband is very often Jupiter and wife is Moon, okay? So we can see what our ideal partner would look like or what their qualities are. So if you're in a synastry, I usually look at some connections with Saturn, right? This is long-term commitment. Planets that are connecting each other in the 7th house, right? So if, for example, your ascendant is, I don't know, Aquarius, and the other person has Venus in Leo, that would be in your 7th house. So this is very positive. It means a more smooth relationship. And the same we have with ascendant and descendant, right? So you probably will fall for someone, if you're Aquarius ascendant, you would like to have someone with the qualities of Leo. So you will attract this type of energy, right? Because they say opposites attract, and in a way that's true. Like you want someone that you can learn from. But very often it's possible as well to be with someone that's very similar to you. It really is all about what your soul craves to learn. And then there is like the nodes, right? So the North Node is where you're going to, which direction you're going to in your life. So if you have someone that, you know, is in a connection with Venus to your North Node, this person could be part of your future love. But what I've noticed with North Node is that it's also very uncomfortable. So very often we also stick with someone from the South Node. And this doesn't always mean it's not meant to happen. Like some people just come from a past life and they support you, or there is some unfinished business, right, that you need to work out together. Yeah, so like I said, Juno with Saturn, Venus, The moon, I like the moon as well. It means you're emotionally compatible with each other, right? So for example, if you have the moon with Venus, that's a very nice aspect to have with another person, because you understand each other. And then you have Mercury, the way you communicate. So you want to have Mercury, I don't know, Mercury Uranus can be very uplifting, or Mercury and Venus. If you want sexual compatibility, you know, you can look at Mars. If you have Mars trine Venus, that's really good, right? Yeah, and any connections with the ascendant will tell you, like, does this person find you attractive? What do they think about your looks? So there's many aspects that you can look at, and it's mainly about supporting each other. Some of the aspects I think are really red flags to me in Synastry would be Mars square Pluto. To me, that could indicate a violent relationship. And Mars, what would I say, would be the worst? I think I wrote it down. Yeah, I think Mars square Pluto is, yeah, that's for me. Or Mars square Saturn. That could also indicate a lot of struggle, but it's not impossible, okay? I don't want to say it's doomed. Then we have Pluto square Venus, which is more obsessive. So I would say it's difficult in a long-term relationship, but it's good for a short-term sexual relationship. So it's really all about what you're looking for. If you're looking for passion, look at your planets in Scorpio. If you have any connections in Scorpio, like a lot of Scorpionic Venus, so people with connections in Pluto in their natal chart, they want this intense relationship, and it could work out on the long term. But with Pluto, you have to work on your highest octave. So you need to reach the higher point of Pluto in order to reach for the benefits, because it's actually a higher planet than Mars. It's really intense, and it can go really to the light. If you, for example, have your, I don't know, Venus in Aquarius, you're someone that you know, you might be someone that's into more lovers at the same time, or open love, a lot of freedom. You know, you want someone that gives you a lot of space. So, you know, it could be that one of the two partners need a lot of space. This is usually with, like, if you have Saturn in connection with Uranus, it's like, okay, don't restrict this person from their freedom. This could be the blockage in a relationship, right? So yeah, definitely look at that. And what else can I tell you about it? Yeah, I like Jupiter and Venus, but at the same time, this could also lead to excessive behavior, like, because Jupiter can be quite excessive together with Venus, right? So I would say it could work really well, but be careful with excess. And see where I think it's always best and most important to see your squares, your blockages, or your opposites, because these are the things that could be a struggle in your relationship. So if you work on those, you can rock anything, right? Like if you have two souls together that are willing to do self development, you are in the greatest soul relationship ever, isn't it? So yeah, definitely many things to look at, but I would say really what sticks is the nodes and Saturn. That can give you big indicators. However, if you have a square with the nodes, this could also that this person is creating difficulty in order for you to move on. So there could be a breakup at some point, which will make you continue. And very often I've seen like Chiron in connection with Venus. This is the classic love hurts. I'm so in love, it hurts, right? So some people really crave this butterflies and this love and this excessive expression, but very often we have to deal with someone you want to heal. And with Chiron and Neptune, this could be the case. So if you have like Neptune or Chiron in the 7th house, it could be that you're looking for partners that you can heal. And if you have like Venus or Mars in case of a guy, and there is Chiron, there could be something with sexuality that comes up with this person, or other way around, you want to heal this person when it comes to sexuality. Okay, so yeah, I would say Mars is a really good aspect. If it has trines with Moon or Venus, you can really, and even a conjunction, it can really give each other passion and support each other. But I would say the greatest love is love that is peaceful, and it's like, I don't need to do anything, right? I can just be myself. So you want to be with someone that's easy flowing, and a few squares actually are the best because it makes you grow really well. Like if it's just easy aspects, you probably would stop appreciating the other person. So look at your blocks, unless it is blocks with like very extreme planets like Pluto and Mars. I haven't seen that. It can work out, but the person with the anger, because very often you attract someone that you attract someone on the same level, right? So they possess usually a quality that you admire and you often lack in yourself. So they're like your mirror. So it would always be good to look at your exes and check their charts and see what do they have similar, right? Like, what can I learn from this? And then what they have and I admired, I should become that quality. And then what I didn't like, I have to see like why do I attract this type of people, right? So for example, me, my exes were some were very possessive, and I've been also in the past possessive. Not really possessive, it was more I was so afraid of rejection, and this has to do with my Venus square Pluto. So I was trying to keep people close to not run away, but at the same time I need my freedom. I need to like be myself around someone, right? So I had to heal that part of myself. And yeah, and the people who didn't respect my space, that meant my boundaries were off. Saturn in the 2nd house, my boundaries were off. So we can learn from synastry, you know, like very often there is like Moon square Pluto. This is also emotional possessiveness, like wanting to know everything about the other person. It's kind of a possessive kind of quality, right? It really depends on what you're looking for in your life. But I see in general, if you have a lot of sweet connections and a few with Saturn, so you can work towards something together, it would work the best. And ultimately, because I realized I attract a lot of Libra ascendant, and I'm a Scorpio ascendant, so I was like, Libra, really? Why? And then I start checking, like even with friends, and then I saw my D9 chart of Vedic astrology, and I saw that those kind of people, so you can check that as well, and it outed itself in a lot of people that I attract, and they say that's your soul chart, so that's what your soul wants to learn, so that's another technique. Yeah, that was very interesting, because I was like, why do I attract so many Libras? I mean, in my own chart, that would be like my 12th house. Like on the cusp, I have Libra, but also in the 11th house. So, but I was, what are all these Libras doing around me? But it had to do with my soul chart as well. Like, I like to study into different types of astrology and get my information from different sources, you know. This is my stellium in the 9th house that wants to make sure that the knowledge I'm obtaining is truth, at least to me. I want to give you the best updates and information possible, right? So yeah, look at your sun. Like if your sun is with Juno, like this person really values the way you are, and that's what their soul is looking for, so that's also very good. But yeah, you want the planet, and the second marriage could be 9th house also. So it's like if you have 5th house synastry, there's a lot of romance, there could be children involved depending on the type of planet. 7th house is commitment, business partnerships in some cases also. And 9th house is sometimes, you know, if you have 9th house connected with 7, could be a foreign partner as well. Okay, so yeah, there are many, like I would say everything can work out, right? It's the willingness, it's also the soul we chose to be with. So it's not only like, oh, this person is a Leo and I am a Scorpio, so we cannot work out. Please stop watching just sun sign synastry, okay? Real astrologers will look at so many different aspects. There's so many different planets, degrees. There, you know, I cannot even make this video without thinking ahead what else to check. It's so many things to take into consideration, and I would really suggest you to get a private reading either with me or with another amazing astrologer, because there's so many out there, because I think the highest purpose is that we become our best selves. And also I think that, you know, some people are meant to be with us for a long time, and others are meant to just come and go, which is okay. You know, with everyone that came, there is some type of karma. They are very usually from our soul family. So forgive them, let them go, and trust the universe has a better plan for you, okay? So I like to be realistic in my own love life as well, right? And for me, I have in my D9 chart, and also in my 9th house, I have South Node together with Jupiter. So I had already past lives where I kind of focused on romance. So in this lifetime, I'm very focused on work. So definitely if I, you know, have the right partner, it needs to be someone who's also focused on work. Or focused on themselves and spirituality and growth, right? So my Jupiter in the 9th house conjuncting the South Node, it's like, hey, this is probably going to be a spiritual person. So this is how you can read your own chart as well. And then the 7th house, you know, the first relationship was 7th house. And this has to do with your contracts. But then if that doesn't work out, there's the 9th house, okay? So don't be despair. Don't think, oh, I lost the only person in my life. There's always chance of new love, right? I believe absolutely in divine timing. So I believe that we attract what we are ready for. And, you know, like some people are more focused on love than other people, but try to learn from your past partners. They can tell you so much, and they will tell you what you can learn and how you can improve yourself, always for the best, right? So I want people to be happy where they are, be this whole person, and be open to learn from someone else. And I think that will give you the greatest love ever. And I hope this video was helpful for you. I love you so much. Okay, I love you so much. I truly hope each and every one of you are either already with your soulmate, will find your soulmate. I just wanted to give you some examples how to work with it, but obviously it's so complex, it's difficult to tell it all in one video. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, write a comment below, and love you so much. Bye bye.